Today's show is brought to you by Booked and Busy Talent. Booked and Busy Talent is a full talent agency that doesn't chase deals, they create deals. Clients receive counsel from strategic management consultants who have worked at Google for former President Barack Obama and in the healthcare industry. Their cross-industry business knowledge has helped them secure groundbreaking deals for their clients, such as first-team All-SEC gymnast Darian Goburn, the undisputed queen of the four, and Jackson State University two-sport human highlight reel Malachi Wyman. What are you waiting for? Get booked and busy today by contacting them at bookedandbusytalent@gmail.com to set up a future client consultation to get your NIL deals rolling. What's good, everyone? This is Raw Truth Media giving you the raw content that you deservedly need. And all I have to say is, I told you so again. And I wish I was wrong. These are one of the things that I wish I was wrong. We all know when you have a favorite player that you root for, one of your favorite players, you want their team to be a winning team. You want their team to be organized, to treat their franchise players like franchise players. And the Hornets have not done that. And guess what? The Hornets in the last 13 games only won 3. Everything else they lost. It's pretty pathetic. But I'm not surprised. Playoff team? No. They never deserved that title. And Mitch Kupchak, when he was talking about, they expect playoffs. But what? You're an undersized NBA team. You're small at the 2-guard position. You're small at the 5 position. And I'm not going to get bamboozled and tricked off that stat that Plumlee had last night. That was a mirage. We all know Plumlee is not that type of player to almost get triple doubles. Stop the cap. And then they're playing this live and die by Terry Rozier in his shots. He's a 6-man masquerading as a starter. I'm sure he's a good guy off the court. I'm talking about on the court. And JB never says anything to Terry when he messes up. He only says things to the younger guys. So how can the young players take you seriously, JB, when you're not being equal with everybody else? You're letting all the other players do what they want. But when it's your young franchise player, the only all-star, by the way, on your team, you say nothing. Now, I've been fair in critiquing LaMelo this season. Like last night, he had 2 horrendous turnovers. That wasn't cool. He knows better than that. And he had 2 horrendous fouls. That was awful as hell, too. So no one's sugarcoating anything, especially on Raw Truth Media. But you know why that happens? Some people see things and they just point it out, but they don't explain why it happens. It happens because when you don't play your young guys that much in the fourth quarter, spot playing them, subbing in and out in important times, that's what you're going to get. You're going to have bad plays. You're going to have boneheaded plays. So that's expected. And why do they treat Terry Rozier like he's a superstar? He's the only one that's supposed to take difficult shots in the waning minutes of the fourth quarter, but nobody else. How does that make sense? How is LaMelo going to learn from that? How? But this is why the Hornets are in the position they are now. They're a fraud team. They're the quote-unquote flea market in the NBA. You could have made a trade for Holmes from the Kings. You could have made a trade for Mo Bamba. They got him from the cheap. They didn't want to do anything. They wanted to get Montrezl Harrell, even though Montrezl Harrell is an energy guy and brings effort. He's undersized. Again, he's undersized. Karl Anthony Towns had 39 points and 15 rebounds. And you still say that the Hornets do not have any problems. You still say it. But you can't win with this team that's constructed. My advice for the Hornets, and I will say it every show, I don't care until they do this. This offseason, because the trade deadline is already over, scrap this whole team. You only keep LaMelo and Miles Bridges. Take your losses now. Take it now. Now, there's going to be someone in the comment section say, DJ, how did I supposed to trade Gordon Hayward this summer when he has an expensive contract? What you do is what a lot of teams do. You have to take the front end of the contract, the most expensive part of the contract, in your cap. That's the only way a team will take a Gordon Hayward. Now, we may joke about Gordon Hayward, but for the right price, a team will take him. Let's not front now. Same thing with Terry Rozier. It's possible. But I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't make those moves. You know why? The organization has too much pride. That pride is something, man. It will make you think too many ways to mess a good thing up. Before the fall, pride starts. And it seeps into your mind. And you do a lot of misjudgment. Mitch Kupchak, Michael Jordan. You've been having a reputation of not developing the best teams and losing. As an owner, as a GM. Yeah, Mitch may draft some players well, but what has he done when it comes to acquiring free agents? He's done a terrible job. Just ask the Lakers. Giving Luol Deng that dumb, horrendous contract as well as Mozgov. Set that organization back. They didn't know what to do. Now look at the Hornets. You created a team that doesn't even fit LaMelo's skill set. A slew-footed team that doesn't want to run. That only wants to play half court. When you have a 20-year-old as a point guard who's just oozing with potential and you don't want to play to his strengths because you don't want him to be the focal point. I see the game within the game already. There's too many bad energy in this team. I don't care how much they are friends outside of the court. If you don't see it, I don't know what to tell you. And LaMelo last night, being passive, looking over his shoulder at the coaching staff. But it's never the same way with the veterans. The Hornets, again, are 10 out of 13. They lost 10 games out of a total 13 games. They only won 3. This is on coaching. This is on organization. It goes hand in hand. It's not just the coaching staff. The organization have been enablers. Old school. You got to earn it. I knew it was bad when LaMelo couldn't even get his number 1 jersey number. I knew it was bad. I was like, wait a minute, a number 3 overall pick can't even get his number? Over a backup player? Michael Jordan was the number 3 overall pick at the time in the mid-'80s. He got his number from college. The organization gave it to him. And they didn't care if it was a backup player that had that number. He got his number. Fast forward to present time, and LaMelo can't even get his number. That's the ultimate sign of disrespect. And y'all want him to stay with Charlotte? Y'all have heard me say this. No matter what team LaMelo goes, I'm going to root for him. I like his game. But let's operate in reality. Do you really think LaMelo would stay as the team is constructed with this coaching staff? No. There better be some serious changes if you ever want him to stay on that team. What young player would stay in dysfunction? This is dysfunction. You know what's bad? The Cavaliers with LeBron James, the early years of the Cavaliers, now when he came back again, were ran better than this Hornets team. And that's a Cavaliers team that didn't really provide LeBron with a lot of talent. I mean, he went to the finals the 06-07 year with Ilgauskas and Boobie Gibson and many other players. That wasn't it. With LaMelo Ball, it's always a problem. It's always, oh, we can't do this because of our system, our culture. What culture, JB? You have no culture. You have never coached in a playoff game. The play-in game is not the playoffs. Now, at the end of the season, if the Hornets are at the play-in game, and they lose, of course, they better find a way to get rid of this coach. I know they gave him a 5-year extension, but you can find a way. He's not it. The Hornets need a coach who understands young players. Because how can LaMelo get better if he's never playing in the fourth quarter and never giving the ball in tough situations? Think about last night. Miles Bridges had the ball. He drove up to the basket, got fouled, and missed the free throw that could have won the game. I need LaMelo in those situations. I need the only all-star on the Hornets to be in that situation. Not everybody else. This team is a mess, man. You got Clumsley, because he's clumsy. Plumlee, whatever his name is, Bumsley. That is dribbling the ball like he's Magic Johnson. In the wise words of Coach Joe, Tragic Johnson, the way he calls him. You have Miles Bridges, who I like his game, but when Miles Bridges tries to play too much hero ball, it gets away with what he does best. And you got Cody Martin, who's injured, but when he plays, he started well in the first half of the season, and then his game diminished, but this coach still gives him a lot of minutes. And you're taking away minutes from Book Knight in his development. It's a mess. And something has to give. I'm just a messenger, family. What do I know? I'm just a brother who lives on the island chilling. But I'll say this. This is not a good team. And I am operating on reality. So I'm not going to let this bad coaching, this bad form team reduce my joy of watching the game. So when I watch the game, I'm just looking how LaMelo plays, since they don't want to win. So the Hornets better get it together or the season is a wash. Again, when are you going to start actually developing the young players like LaMelo, Bouknight, JT Thor, and others? Or are you going to waste another year, Hornets? The choice is yours. This is Raw Truth Media giving you the raw content that you deservedly need. Peace and blessings, everyone. Good synergy and energy. And I'm out.